We on? Hey. Welcome everybody to Moving Forward with Rafiq. How's everyone doing today? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for giving me your time, which we know is valuable. Time is valuable. So I promise to do my best, to give you some type of information, something that you can use or something that someone in your family can benefit from. Well, on my lives every day, we'll be going over different topics, things that are going around the world, everyday things like the vaccine. Let me see what else. Just a whole bunch of stuff, man. The, the state of the rap game, how the rap game is, the youth, sports, politics. I try to stay away from the religion. Had a bad experience debating one time with a Sully, and it turned out to me and him almost coming to blows. Anyway, what I found interesting was New York is supposed to limit. If you looked at the title I put up, New York is supposed to limit solitary confinement to 15 days. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because it gives you like a crutch, like a comfort to know that if you pop somebody top or what I'm saying, get caught with a shank and things like that are usually warrant for you to get like a year in the box, 6 months in the box, 18 months in the box, 2 years in the box. Now they trying to, like I said, they're trying to limit it to 15 days. I mean, see what they talking about. The New York Senate passed a bill Thursday limiting the amount of time an inmate can spend in solitary settings and ban it altogether for some populations. The bill specifically would put a 15-day limit on solitary confinement, making New York one of the first states to follow rules adopted by the United Nations, known as the Nelson Mandela Rules, according to the New York Civil Liberty Union. The Humane Alternatives to Long-Term Solitary Confinement Act, which passed 42-21, would prevent inmates from being held in solitary confinement for more than 15 consecutive days, or 20 total days in any 60-day period. It would also ban solitary for those with mental or physical disabilities, pregnant women, or those in the first 8 weeks of postpartum recovery, and inmates under 21 or older than 55. Known as the HALT Act, the bill also requires all inmates in solitary confinement to be offered at least 4 hours of recreation. Before it was 1 hour of recreation for a 24-hour period that you'd be locked in your cell. You would only be allowed to come out 1 hour. Now they pushed this act, and they're allowed to have 4 hours of recreation out their cells. Besides the restrictions on solitary confinement, the bill also requires that solitary be used for only serious conduct, such as risk of imminent serious physical injury. Other measures to prevent inmate well-being are also in the bill, like the use of residential rehabilitation units, which comes with supportive services and requires more recreational time. A similar bill. Salute. How you doing? A similar bill was passed in 2019, I think, on the island. Like, yeah, if you under 19, you can't go to solitary confinement. They was having 16-year-old kids with like a year in the Bing, 90 days in the Bing, 6 months in the Bing. Kids, 15, 16. These are kids. Imagine for grown men. You know, we know and understand that solitary confinement, it increases anxiety in people that already had these kind of symptoms. It increases it by so much. You know what I'm saying? It increases anxiety, it increases depression. You know what I mean? If you schizophrenia, is these. And when I was in Southport Correctional Facility, this is a disciplinary jail. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, my brother Greg. Like I was saying, we know and understand that solitary confinement, it increases depression, anxiety, and things like that. Things that was building up, and big things that was building up inside me as a kid. When I would, when I would experience the solitary confinement, it would increase it. You know what I'm saying? By so much. And it's like half of the people that's in there, it doesn't belong in solitary confinement. These people belong in, they belong in some type of mental institution. I don't know if you guys checked one of my videos out where I was telling y'all about the loaf. This is a disciplinary act that I've only heard of New York State doing this. This is where, see, in New York or in Jersey and things like that, when you're an inmate, you have good time and you have bad time. Now, if you have disciplinary actions and stuff like that, the good time can be taken away from you. Now, when your good time is taken away from you, this affects your date to come home. Now, say you catch a dirty urine, like you smoking weed, you catch a dirty urine, you know what I'm saying? They'll give you probably 30 days, 90 days, and they'll give you 6 months loss of good time. Now, when you get out the box, you have to hurry up, get into a program. Is it called ASAP? ASAP. It's an ASAP program. It's a drug program. Now, you have to hurry up, complete this program, satisfact all that. And then when you go back before the board, you can get your good time back. Now, a lot of times people lose their, Florida has that, we call it game time. Yeah, it's in Jersey too, we call it game time. But this is bad. Wow. Like I was saying, when you run out of good time, right, and you still commit disciplinary actions, they see that they feel like they can't do nothing to you. All right, they figure out, oh, this guy he's maxing out. He don't care. This guy's maxing out, right? What can we do to him? You know what I'm saying? Besides give him more Bing time. It doesn't matter because his date is, say we're in October, right? And he's supposed to go home in June. He'll be going home in June from the box. Now, he could be still in the box, cutting up, throwing urine, feces at the cops and stuff like that. And what they would do next is they would put you on a loaf. Like, they would take you to the hearing, and then the hearing officer will put you on 30 days loaf, 60 days loaf, or whatever. Now, a loaf is a bread. It's bread about this big, right? And inside of it, it got carrots, cabbage. I'm over here thinking about good vegetables. I can't even think of carrots, vegetables, and something else, right? They put carrots, something, whatever, like 3-4 vegetables in a loaf about this big, right? And they give it to you 3 times a day. They give it to you morning, They give it to you 3 times a day, Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday, 3 times a day. They give you this thing called loaf. They took it off. I don't know if y'all looked it up in New York State. The loaf. What was the situation with the loaf inside the disciplinary jails or whatever? They took it off because it had these people were going crazy in there. What kind of punishment is that? Handamani, salute. Like, what kind of punishment is that? Now, my other video that I was telling you about, it was a kid, man. He was a couple cells away from me, and they had this kid on loaf, and the brother was going. That's what they was giving him 3 times a day. I told you, Monday through Friday they give you that, and then Saturday and Sunday you would be allowed to eat regular food, and then Monday they put you right back on that. Imagine you eating that 3 times a day in solitary confinement. A, a loaf of bread, with, like, I don't know, it might be, from what they were saying like that they was allowed, that the nutritionist was like, what they serve is adequate, you know what I'm saying, and how much they supposed to get in ounces and all that stuff. And this is terrible, man. I just thank Allah. I thank God that I never had the bologna sandwiches 3 times a day. Yeah, they gave us that when they would have when we would be on lockdown, like when they would have riots and stuff like that. They would give us bologna and cheese sandwiches like 3 times a day, bag lunch, morning, noon, and night. No, I'm just thankful, man. Then I was reading something else about this guy. We could go down here and you know what I'm saying? It would be, yeah, I know you would. You would die, man. Bologna and cheese 3 times a day with 2 little wet cookies. Cookies be wet. My brother, I feel you. I was just talking about that. Guess what? This guy on my street, on the beginning of my street, selling hookups. He's selling hookups. You remember the jail food that we used to make, the hookups and all that? You've been down. He in his house selling hookups. I'm thinking to myself, why would, and then dudes is really driving up. They driving up to him and they buying it. They buying the food. I'm saying to myself, I don't want nothing that reminds me of jail. I didn't want to wear green, tan, khaki, orange. I don't want no couple soups. I don't want no, yeah, I'm serious, man. Dead serious. I don't want no. I hate to say crackhead soups, man. Y'all know the soups. I don't like I said, man, a lot of things. Yeah, man. How different is it, bro? Y'all, I heard this crackhead soups, facts. Y'all got the chain gang and all that down there. Hold on, where you say you was at, fam? Florida. Yeah, you was in Joe. Bro, y'all wear the orange and white stripe, or the black and white, right? Like back in the days. You in Jacksonville? All your life? You been down there all your life? Yeah, I was talking about the young boy, the young boy that was a couple cells from me. That was yo. We used to be having conversations, and it would hurt me, man, because damn, I got a, you know what I mean. I used to be damn, I got a son this boy age, man. Okay, okay, okay. 36. I remember 36. Yeah, man. Thinking about him and thinking about a lot of the people that be playing with the pills, with the medication. You know, you know how they go up to the medicine line and they cheek it and then they sell it and then people buy it after you took the medicine and put it in your mouth and it's all in your spit and all that. People still will want to buy that. I could never understand that. I could never understand. I don't mean, and I like a good, like, you know, same thing with the methadone. The methadone is in a liquid. I remember on C95, the dudes would go up and get the meth. They go get it. That's I don't know what they would do. They'll bring it all the way back, or they'll spit it in the bag or whatever, or in a cup, and they would bring it all the way back and sell it. I'm on my live, man.
Oh, my bad, bro.
I'm gonna call you, all right?
I'm outside.
All right, all right, hold on.
All right.
I can't go nowhere. You crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, man. That's how it is out here. And then it's overkill. They don't even, I don't know, back like you had to have really been mad at somebody to like walk up on somebody and dump 30, 40 shots. You know what I'm saying? You had to have really been angry at somebody. Like they had really had nowadays they just because it's the style. It's the style to drill, to put more than 10, 20 shots in one. That's the style. Yeah, that's the style, man. That's what's hit. Back in the day, remember we used to be going like I was speaking about the other day. I said, damn, none of these kids came knocking on my door asking to shovel. You know what I'm saying? None of that. I remember when I was a kid, we would come full force. We would love the snow. We would, boy, it'd be an army of us. Yeah, yeah. I told you last winter, I'm waiting for somebody to knock on my door. NY83 salute. What's good, my brother? That was different. It's different. Absolutely. Everybody's a gangster, man. Dang, you know what? I was singing a song this morning while I was cooking breakfast for my kids. Cause I got some bars. It's like I'm joking. Everybody raps and sings and stuff like that when they by themselves. I'm a ill MC when I'm by myself. You heard? Anyway, I was rapping. I was making eggs and bacon, and I was talking about how that was gangster. You know what I'm saying? Making breakfast for my kids. Being able to do that, it felt good, man. Yeah, you shut up. Well, and then another thing I was reading about this guy. He killed his did he kill him? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he killed him. His girlfriend's 7-year-old son. Remember I made that video about women with these boyfriends, how they just, they don't be studying these men and things like that. They just, a lot of women can't be by themselves. I met so many women like that. Like they can't be by themselves. They have to be in a relationship with somebody. They got to be with somebody. I can never understand that. Y'all give me 1 minute, please. I know this ain't professional, man. This guy's waiting downstairs for me. And I don't got that StreamYard where I could put on the videos and all that. I'm gonna look that up and see what's that about. The StreamYard and how much it costs and all that. Yeah. Let me see. About the 7-year-old. Man allegedly beat 7-year-old son to death with a hammer. Rashad Akeem Thompson is charged with first-degree murder. He had blood all on him. Damn. Y'all see? Appreciate that. Be right back.